What is Halloween? Let's find out what exactly is Halloween. So we are here at history.com. Let's do a little bit of reading. Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st, and Halloween 2024 will occur on Thursday, October 31st. The tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of, it looks like Samhain, but I think it's pronounced Samhain or Samhain, something like that, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. All right. In the 8th century, Pope, as in your Catholic Pope, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor all saints. Soon, All Saints' Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before was known as All Hallows' Eve and later Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick or treating, carving jack o' lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating treats. So, let's look at what is this Samhain or Samhain. Let's click on that. All right. So, Samhain or Samhain, which looks like Samhain, a Gaelic word pronounced Samhain, is a pagan religious festival originating from an ancient Celtic spiritual tradition. You see that? A pagan religious festival. It is usually celebrated from October 31st to November 1st to welcome in the harvest and usher in the dark half of the year. Celebrants believe that the barriers between the physical world and the spiritual world break down during Samhain, allowing more interaction between humans and denizens of the other world. So a denizen is like a lesser version, like a second class citizen, right? It's basically what that is. So another type of citizen.
Ages ago.
Stop that. Let's zoom in a little bit. And then we may go back to the other page that's about Halloween. But I want to show you the origins of this. All right. Let's skip on down. Early texts present Samhain as a mandatory celebration lasting 3 days and 3 nights, where the community was required to show themselves to local kings or chieftains. Failure to participate was believed to result in punishment from the gods, usually illness or death. So we see the superstition and the idolatry there, the paganism. There was also a military aspect to Samhain in Ireland, with holiday thrones prepared for commanders of soldiers. Anyone who committed a crime or used their weapons during the celebration faced a death sentence. Some documents mention 6 days of drinking alcohol to excess, typically mead or beer, along with gluttonous feasts. All right, so you got Samhain monsters, whatever. All right, so just a moment, I'm going to go back to the page about Halloween itself. So now, let's look at history of Halloween. Halloween's origins date
Ages
back
ago, when history was short and
Okay. Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, what we just looked at. The Celts who lived 2,000 years ago. Let's skip on down. Let's see. They celebrated Samhain when it was believed that ghosts of the dead returned to earth. All right, so it is about talking and communicating with dead people. In addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, Celts thought that the presence of otherworldly spirits, keep in mind you're not really sure who these spirits are. Then again, maybe we are sure. Some would call them demons. I'll let you judge for yourself. Made it easier for the Druids or Celtic priests to make predictions about the future. Also keep in mind that the Catholic Pope tried to mix this with All Saints' Day. So that's showing you the truth about their Catholic Church right there. Let's skip on down. It's a Roman festival, right? Roman festivals. You got All Saints' Day. On May 13th, 609, Pope Boniface IV declared the Pantheon in Rome in honor of all Christian martyrs, and the Catholic Feast of All Martyrs Day was established in the Western Church. Pope Gregory III later expanded the festival to include all saints as well as all martyrs and moved the observance from May 13th to November 1st. You see, so by the 9th century, the influence of Christianity had spread into Celtic lands, where it gradually blended with and supplanted older Celtic rites. So you blending this stuff together with paganism and so-called Christianity. All right. All Souls Day was celebrated similarly to Samhain, with big bonfires, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils. Saints, angels, and devils. They don't discriminate, huh? Let everybody in. The All Saints Day celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallowmas, from Middle English All Hallowmas, meaning All Saints Day. And the night before it, the traditional night of Samhain in the Celtic religion. All right, let's skip on down. How did it start in America? The celebration of Halloween was extremely limited in colonial New England. Skip on down. As the beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups and American Indians meshed, a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. All right. The first celebrations included play parties, which were public events held to celebrate the harvest. Neighbors would share stories of the dead. Still talking about dead people. So they're still linked to that otherworldly stuff. Tell each other's fortunes. You see, fortune telling, dance, and singing. Let's look here. Let's see what their daughters were doing. I think we'll close out with that. You got trick-or-treating and stuff. I want you all to see this part as well. History of trick-or-treating. All right, borrowing from European traditions, Americans began to dress up in costumes and go house to house asking for food or money, a practice that eventually became today's trick-or-treat tradition. Young women believed that on Halloween they could divine, right? That's basically like their fortune telling or soothsaying, divine the name or appearance of their future husband by doing tricks with yarn, apple parings, or mirrors. I'm telling you right now, if you try to trick or treat to find your husband, you're more likely to get a trick than you are a treat. I'm just saying. And men, don't try to
Trick or treating. Costumed kids collecting and eating way too much candy on Halloween.
Okay. So I just wanted to share a little bit so you all could see, because I think most people, well, I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of people know that this is clearly pagan. But what I find funny is that this superstition mixed with religion, mixed with talking and worshiping the dead or dealing with demons or whatever they're dealing with, is so easily intertwined with Christianity as a religious festival by the Catholic Church and the Christians. So for all the people that think that that's okay, all I can say is if you mix up your physical life the way you mix up spirits, you know why it was a bad idea to do that. All right, so I hope this has been a little bit of insight to you. If you want to find out where this at, you just go to history.com and look up Halloween, and they'll show you all about it. Have a good day.